do not disturb thing on my phone.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Ann Butler here, along with my creative girlfriend and business partner, Lisa Rojas.
Hello.
And I'm hoping this goes okay. The wind here has been massive all day. So I'm hoping
I
my internet holds out.
I
It
saw
has
it.
been, I showed Lisa, I turned my screen.
Yeah.
Leaves are just blowing by my window. It is thankfully there's not snow out there or it'd be a blizzard.
Yeah. Because
That's
that
how.
wind was a blowing. I thought our wind was bad, but I saw yours and went, wow.
Yeah, no, it's pretty bad. I'm just making sure
Yeah,
that I see us live here. It takes a couple minutes now.
it
Hi,
does.
Dawn. Well, I know
Hi,
we're live
Don.
because Dawn is here.
Yay. Hi, Don.
So, again, my name is Ann Butler. This is my creative girlfriend, Lisa Rojas, and business partner. We own Bella Crafts Publishing. Hi, Rebecca.
Rebecca.
And we put out a free craft magazine every quarter. So 4 times a year, the fall issue is out right now, and it is beautiful, filled with great projects.
Gorgeous.
There's
Yep.
always at least 20 projects.
Yep.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi,
There's
Jimmy.
always at least 20 projects in the magazine. So if you have not gotten your copy yet, make sure you sign up. Lisa will put a link in here, and you can go to our website and grab it free. All you do is give us your email, and we don't sell those. We are the only people that use that email, and all we send you is crafty stuff
Yep.
because we all love to craft, right?
Yes. And even the crafty stuff that we send is just, kind of like a rehash of what we did that particular week,
In case you
so
missed it, so you can still get in on the giveaway.
exactly, because that's like so majorly important,
It
you
is.
know, we got to have that giveaway. And we always leave it open from the day that we do the video to the following Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
You have until
Almost a week.
midnight the following Tuesday, Central Time. So that way, that gives everybody a chance to go in and win because we get the majority of our people,
Views.
yeah, are from the replay. So
We wish they all came to the live, but then,
yeah,
we wouldn't get to know all of you so well either.
that's right. That's right. Because
Jimmy,
we missed you the first time
yeah.
online.
Jimmy was on vacation and she said, it's nice to be home again. Vacations
Um,
are great, but go, go, go.
yep.
True. That is true.
Or
But
you can have one like I had at the beach, Jimmy, and they got bronchitis for 2 weeks. That was
she
that
wasn't
was
out on the beach.
yeah, that was fun. Oh, sometimes you need a vacation from your vacation, right?
This is true. And on my vacation in February,
Yep.
I'm planning a big event.
I know you are.
So I have my girlfriend, Julie McGuffey, who is going to look at the hotel I am leaning to and the event place because
Right?
we want to make sure she said the area looks very nice. And it's about 30 minutes from her house. But we want to make sure it is what I think it is.
Yeah.
And that'll be secured in a week or so. And then, yes, my mind is just out there. So that will be secured. And then I can start putting out the information about the event. I'm so excited.
Yes. Yes. And it's so nice because it's out of state for you. It's so nice to have somebody there, where the event's going to be that can tell you, yes, that's a perfect place to hold it, instead of just flying by the seat of our pants.
Well, otherwise I'd have to fly out there.
Right.
and check it out,
And
which
that's in,
I'm not opposed to doing that.
yeah.
But if Julie can do it and check it out and I know it's good, then we'll be good to go. And yeah, I'm excited about that. All the planning has begun.
Yes, end of February.
End of February.
End of February. So,
and sponsors have been replying to support it. So, yay.
We love
Lots
that.
of swag.
Yeah. That's always fun.
So it's funny. I mentioned this on Lisa's live that she had done a card using ornaments. And or she made ornaments for her card. And I did the same thing. Totally different card. Rebecca, am I still frozen?
Oh, you didn't freeze for me.
Well, but we don't freeze for each, and I can't find it on Facebook. So let me know if I'm frozen, guys, before I continue.
Okay. I will look.
Okay, I don't look frozen on yes, I do. Okay. Okay, she said she refreshed and we're good. Okay.
Okay.
Not frozen for Lori. Hi, Lori.
Oh, hi, Lori.
Okay, good. But it's funny because sometimes Lisa and I talk about what we're going to do for our lives or bounce ideas off each other. But this time we didn't. Well, most times we don't, just sometimes. Yeah. And she did her cute little snowman card and they were ornaments. And I created a more elegant card.
Yes.
And this is an ornament that can be taken off.
Beautiful.
So I'm going to share with you the long process I went through to get to that. Sometimes I have something in mind and it goes completely different than what I had intended. But I love how this turned out. I mean, this is what I intended in the first place. I was going to make it so the snowflake is detachable and it can be an ornament. Yeah. But I went through a lot of different steps to get there, which I'm going to share with you because it is all a learning experience. And if you're like us and you keep things, you never know how great they're going to look in a different way than what you would. Because I do a lot of testing. I test my stencils, I test my papers, paints, so I have all these piles of things that I save because I know they'll be great for another project. Yeah. And that's what I did.
I wanted to share real quick. This is the project that I had created.
Well, I can't make you big, so
for mine earlier. Okay, so you'll see, you'll see that. There we go. That's the one that I did earlier. But I was talking about miniatures, right, Anne?
Oh, wait. Now I got to take you out for a second. Sorry, Lise.
All right. So we were talking about, miniatures because I used the miniature basket in that. And I found something that I wanted to share. It's just so cute that I had done. It's so beat up now, but this is a miniature now, clay. Okay.
Okay. Wait, I got to make you bigger.
I don't even know if you guys will be able to even see it. Oh, shoot. I just dropped it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there we go. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, that was something that I created. Look at those details that I did when my kids were little. Michael was just born and he's 36.
That is so cute.
There's no way I could do this now because I wouldn't be able to see it.
I'm not going to say anything because my eyes are...
Your eyes are horrible. Are you kidding?
And it's funny, during your live, you were talking about miniatures and how you did miniatures. I used to make miniatures for a miniature store. She had a store and she sold all the miniature furniture and everything. And I used to make these beautiful little beds. I would make quilted headboards, with beads and stitching and pleated bed skirts. And I would make these beds. And oh my goodness, this has been way too many years ago.
Yeah.
And she would buy them for me for like $100
Oh yeah,
back
miniatures.
then. And she
Yeah.
would sell them for $275.
Oh yeah.
Because they were all handmade. But I used to make miniature lamps, and it's so
I
funny
didn't
how
know that.
you and I are. See, that's why we're so connected.
I know. I never knew that.
We never talked about it. Yeah.
That you did miniatures. I did not know that. I know that we talked about it once with me because we were talking about clay.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, yeah, I used to do clay, like, well, Michael's 36 now, right? So when I was making these, because I took him on the road with my mom and dad and then my daughter, and he was just an infant.
Yeah, I did it over 30 years ago too. It was when we lived in Oklahoma, so it was so long ago.
Yeah, because that was before us, which
that was before us,
yes. Because I feel like we've been together for
over 20 years.
It's getting closer to 30, girl.
I said over 20. I was just trying to,
But let's see.
Okay.
Gorgeous card.
I have to take you out to get back on the right side. So just wait 1 second.
All right.
There. It's just a weird thing. We love StreamYard and everything it does. But
yes,
in order for my camera to be big when I do the project, I have to be on this side.
Yeah.
So this is what we're doing.
That's beautiful, Anne. My goodness.
Okay, so I'll take the ornament off when I go down.
Yeah.
But
beautiful.
Yeah. I will switch my camera. Lisa will talk for a second, and then she will go out, and I will do this project. You guys, you just got to look at your stuff in a different way sometimes.
Yes. Yes. That's why you hang on to stuff, because you just never know if you're going to need it for another project, which is exactly what she did with this one, which I think is so cool. But yeah, so exciting. So,
okay.
Yeah, Becca says she doesn't.
So don't look at the glare here, but this is what I used. I used this beautiful dye from Lawn Fawn, and it's Snow Flurries backdrop, and it came with the snowflakes too, which you can cut these apart. I just kept them together because then I don't have all the little pieces.
Good idea.
It's just the way I do it. And then I got these great sentiments, and one says "Be merry," one says "Let snow," "Oh joy," but these are a great size. And I also got
I totally should have got some of those.
This one that says "Merry Christmas."
Oh, nice.
And this is the one I was planning on using. So in my original thought, I was going to use, so the Be Merry, I was going to cut the B off and use the Merry so it was big, and then use the little Christmas.
Oh, cute idea.
And as I was working, lots of things went through my head, but this is what I ended up with. Isn't this gorgeous?
That's just, yes.
And while I do not have the string on there, like Lisa had the string already on there for her ornaments, I have this on here actually with the putty.
Oh, putty. Yeah, that's another good idea.
So I just put the putty on there so you can remove that if you're going to use it for an ornament, and then you can just put an ornament hook on there. And I did both sides. I didn't put the rhinestones on the back because I didn't want a bow on the back because it would have looked funny on the card.
Right. It wouldn't have sit well. It wouldn't sit well on there either.
Those beautiful rhinestones, they just add so much. And I'm going to show you how I made this so that it is thick enough to be an ornament.
Yeah.
You can't use just one layer. But
Love
before I
that.
get started, I'm going to show you the process I went through. So my original process, because you guys know that I love to foil, right?
Yep.
And I have my papers, my florals, my geometrics, and my black toner sheets that I foil a lot. And
yeah, we love those.
So I have stacks and stacks of foiled paper, because I'm always showing you guys how to do it. But sometimes when you do it, there is like, okay, so you see that line going across there?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes they don't turn out perfectly, but I don't throw these away because I know I can use them in another way. This one too. Okay, so if I turn it at this angle, you can see that line there and that line there.
Yeah.
You don't want that to be the focal point of your card. And then sometimes I just take foil and put on the black toner sheet. So I have got this beautiful foiled paper to use. This one turned out perfect.
Yeah, it did.
And so I have stacks and stacks of these. And I also have, so you can see here, this I've used, but I haven't put it on the black toner paper yet. So I save all of these because I will put these on the black toner paper so that I use up all of that beautiful foil and I have more stuff to work with. This one in particular, you can see it has some wrinkles. And even though I'll put this through the laminator by itself to help take those out, these creases are not going to come out. And they're going to show up on my final project. But you can use all of those. That is what's so cool. So this was my original thought. I had this, you can see, I cut this out, but here is the top part of that. Let me see. Okay, so you can see those lines in there. Those don't belong in there. But this was too beautiful to throw away. So I die cut it. And once you die cut it, you can't see those boo-boos or those mistakes or anything. So you just save those. And then when you have a great die that you want to use, you can use it. And because this is filled with snowflakes, your eye isn't going to catch any of those lines or mistakes that are done in the foiling at all. And so this was my original thought for the card. I was going to use some of my foiled paper, which I love. And, you know, I was going to do the Merry Christmas. But then I started playing and I kept making more and more cards. And this is what I do. I'll have dozens and dozens. So then I got out, okay, so you guys know I keep the foiled paper. I also do a lot of testing. So like I'll test out my stamps and then I'll cut it to an A2 size so I know I can die cut it for a card. Or I'll keep it a little bit bigger. But here I was just playing with my background builders to create a pattern. And here I was playing with my stencils. You know, so I save all of these. Here I was playing with my triangles to create a quilt pattern. And this was just shaving cream that I did on one of the lives. Now, this I did a couple weeks ago, And this is the Royal Talons. This is the ink that I used. And isn't that beautiful? So that is what I used for my card. I used the green one, which, I mean, look at that shimmer. And it's so beautiful. I happen to have 2 of these green ones. So I cut one for the background. And it wasn't quite big enough. It wasn't quite wide enough, which is why I trimmed the edge down, because there is a stitched edge on this die, but I trimmed that down. But you can see the shimmer of that. So I just love to share and use all of the stuff that I've compiled when I'm doing stuff. Well, I also have, so I have my Snowflake Frenzy stamp with Unity. And I was playing another time. And I love craft and white. So I did the snowflakes in white and I embossed them. So you can see that embossing. Well, I thought that would be really pretty. Which it's snowflakes and it's a snowflake die. And I love that. But I didn't want to cut this piece up because I wanted to show it to you. So like I'll cut a big snowflake out of here and that'll look super cool on here with the words. But I didn't want to, I wanted to show you this, which is why I didn't cut it. And then same with this one. Here is my Starburst background stamp with Unity. And here is, I stamped it in blue, and then I used a glitter embossing powder to emboss it. So you can see that beautiful shimmer. And then I took and die cut it, which that will be a beautiful card too, right? I mean, so pretty. But I didn't want to cut this one up. Sometimes when I'm doing them, I'll make 2, 3, 4, 6. You know, I'll have lots of them. But I only had 2 of each of these. So
I love that blue.
I do too. Well, of course you do. But that is what I'm talking about. You just look at the stuff you have. And then I have these beautiful papers. Festive Nights with Emerald Creek, and they just scream Christmas to me, and they're double-sided. So I thought, well, if you don't want to or you don't have a bunch of papers that you've played with, just use regular cardstock. So that's what I did here. And I did it in 2 different ways. So I die cut it. So it was the Festive Nights for the snowflakes. And then I also gorgeous. Did it. I cut it in an A2 size so that you could put the white snowflakes on top of it.
Oh, that's so pretty.
You know, so which card do you want me to do? Do you guys want me to do this one or this one? Oh, wait
I vote for blue background.
I figured you would.
Yeah, I know. But
which is totally fine. Say? I mean, because what I did was
excuse me.
I went ahead and I die cut this snowflake and white snowflakes. So we're good either way. But you can use so much. Jimmy says the blue background too. So you don't have to have stacks of papers that you've played with and you've embossed and you watercolored and all that stuff. grab some beautiful paper you have, because this die works perfectly for any of them. So I'm going to move this one out of the way.
It really is a stunning die. I mean,
it is, right?
Wow.
I mean,
yes.
Okay, so this is double-sided. You know, I love, love, love my paper, but I hate having to choose sometimes which side, you know, because the purple would be beautiful too. But
Okay, so Becca is saying she can't even choose.
well, eventually I'll make them both, but I just got them both ready so that you guys could choose. And normally what I do, if I'm using this for a background, I'll put a second die in here and cut that out so I have that extra, but because this is all open, I have to use the whole thing. So I have to do this so that's opening the right way to me. And I like to set this down so that it's even on one side when I'm doing this, because you see that little tiny bit of white there?
Oh, yeah.
The cards aren't always perfect. Although I got the corner off just a little bit here. Sometimes I pre-buy cards, and sometimes I just take a full ream of cardstock and cut it in half to make my own cards. But there's that little tiny edge around there. So I will trim that off.
Yeah, because you know,
it's amazing. I die cut this blue with a die, so I know it's exactly an A2.
Yeah, but you know what? I have yet to find a paper cutter, and I have gone through so many that actually cut straight lines. You know, it's or either that or it's just me. I don't know.
No, it's the paper cutters. Okay, so you put that down. And then I'm going to, I have this little tiny piece of craft sheet. And I'm going to put this to the back. And you can fussy glue this whole thing, or you can put it through a Xyron. I'm just using a tape runner, and I'm just grabbing some of the snowflakes here. If one sticks up way too much, I can attach it when it's on the card by making sure to get the edge really good. And it doesn't even bother me that the snowflakes won't be totally down. So I just go around the whole thing. And this little tiny craft sheet comes in really handy when you're teaching classes and workshops. So again, I'm going to stand this up so I can put this down, because this is an A2 size too. Just makes it easier for me to line it up this way. There. And then there's just that little tiny bit here. And you could take your paper trimmer out and trim that, but I'm just using my scissors because I don't want that to show. So isn't that pretty? Just the way it is. You know,
I love that.
All you need to do is you can just let it snow on there and you could be done. You know, you don't have to do all the things. It's a little crooked on that side too.
Yeah, but see, that's what makes it nice when you're playing, you know, because you can come up with all different kinds of options and then decide from there,
right,
which one you want to send.
So what I did for on this one, I put foam underneath this little piece of white to lift it up a little bit. and put that down. And this was watercolor paper, so it was thick already. And normally for this, I would take and stack about 4 of these together to make them go up. But I'm just going to put this down because I can add the other ones later if I want. Make sure I have it going the right way. Okay, there's the card. And I'm going to put it down toward the bottom. And I'm going to scooch it over. And what's great about this tape is it is repositionable for a few minutes. You can, like, if you put it down and you can pick it up. It's not a permanent tape runner to where you put it down and you can't get it up. Okay. There. So now for the snowflake, what I did for this one, this was 140-pound watercolor paper. So I took on the front and the back is 140-pound watercolor paper. And then I put a third one in there so that this would be more like a good chipboard. So it's not going to just fall apart.
Yeah, you're going to have stability when you're doing it with that thick.
But for this one, for the white, I took, so like this is something that you would find inside something you bought, like a package of socks or something. You know, I save all those little cardboard pieces because they come in, well, when it's like this, it's perfectly white. It is a nice size. It's not too thick. Like a chipboard or a mat board is harder for these thin dies to cut.
Yep.
But this is heavier than my 110-pound cardstock. So I save things like that. And
me too.
that is perfect to create this snowflake. So I'm going to take 3 of those. And for this, I am going to, I don't think I have, let me see if I can get this out. I don't think I've used this. Okay, so like this has such a tiny, tiny, tiny tip that I can go in here and very carefully, usually I always put my glue out on my craft sheet and use a toothpick because that's what works for me. And that's what I'm going to do. That just works for me.
Yep. See,
I have more control that way, and I couldn't see because it was white on white. I couldn't see if the glue was coming out or not. But since I know I have glue on this toothpick and I'm touching the snowflake, I know it's working. You don't have to do the entire thing, but you want to get the ends and in the center. And when you put the third layer on, you're going to catch it in different areas. So this is going to be nice and thick. And you can do 4 layers. You can do it as thick as you want until you think it is firm enough for you. But I do this with the letters too. For the sentiment, I would stack those because it just gives it a nice raised look. So I would do this and do 3 layers at least. And then what I did was I made a little tiny bow I get ribbon. Like, I love these packs from Gwen Studios. It has all these beautiful colors and all these different sizes. That way I can take what I need and just make a little tiny bow. And then I used the putty. This putty is actually from Velcro, but there's different brands. But I just put some back there and you can barely see it. And I did glue rhinestones to this one just because I wanted that extra bling. And since it's going to be an ornament, I wanted it to just have that extra sparkle. So this one I'll finish and I will share with you guys. I'll take a picture. But isn't that beautiful? I love it. Also, I have another one that I did that I wanted your guys' opinion on. So I have this one that I did. I foiled the flourish with silver.
That's
so
gorgeous.
Isn't that beautiful?
I mean, my goodness.
That is just stunning. And then I did the Let It Snow and I stacked it. You can see how thick that is? So it becomes like chipboard once you put all those layers together. And I thought that would be perfect. Down here, I had cut an extra piece, but I didn't think the Let It Snow showed up good enough.
Oh, gotcha. That. Maybe if you did it in black, or the background, not the
right. But I wanted to just use the silver.
Yeah.
But it's see,
beautiful.
You could put it up here and then add your ornament.
Oh, yeah. That's really, really pretty. Anne.
Isn't that beautiful?
Okay. So since the middle of the die is cut out, how did you get, why isn't the flourish showing all the way through? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Okay. Because I see that you foiled the flourish. Right?
Okay, this is the paper I used and it's foiled.
Right. And then it looks like you die cut the snowflake die. Yep.
Oh, no, not this one. This one, see, this one I told you I did all silver.
Yeah.
This is all silver.
Okay.
This is cut. I took a piece of the black toner paper and just used a piece of silver.
Oh, gotcha.
Foil. Okay. Because I knew that the words wouldn't show up if it was the flourish. But I did do one with the flourish. So there it is.
Yeah, that's beautiful too.
And after I had this one made, that's why I didn't put this card together, because I thought, I don't know, maybe I really want this one on here.
Yeah, I love that.
Instead of the solid silver.
Did you do a layer of white cardstock underneath?
On here?
No, on the card itself.
Nope, I just applied it right to the card base.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. Just like, yeah, I just put it right to, because it's white.
Okay. Yep. Hi, Linda.
So we could go with the silver, and I just put one rhinestone on here, just one, because I think that's all it needed because it's so sparkly. And there you can see the rhinestone. So I wasn't sure if I wanted that or if I want to stack this one and do this.
Okay, Becca and I vote for the pattern snowflake.
I know. That's why I didn't put it on, because it's like, I really, really love this. And I cut an extra silver out. So I'll stack this with white in between, so the back will be silver. And the front will be the pattern. And I'll finish that one and post that one too. But
Pretty.
I just love this card because I love the ornament. It's just super, super cute.
It is really, really pretty.
You know, and it's unexpected, like Lisa's. It's unexpected when you have a little ornament in there that they can take off.
Yeah.
Well, but that's what makes it fun. So elegant.
Those. That's what makes it so fun by doing Christmas cards with those, because they're getting like a little gift along with the card.
Right. Right. You know.
And I love the layer that you did down at the bottom, Anne, with just the white strip, but you brought it up.
Yep.
I love that. Yeah.
I just popped it up just so that I don't think it's necessary. Like on this one, you don't want anything behind it, but you can still see the Let It Snow.
Right.
But yeah, on this one, it just.
Yeah, I love that.
Just so cute, right?
It's beautiful.
There. So we'll bring Lisa back.
Absolutely gorgeous.
So I hope you guys like that. And I hope you guys, you know, like if you have stacks of paper, you know, there's so many beautiful dies out there. And like I said, when a piece of paper has, like even this one, so it has those lines there. Well, I kept it to die cut sentiments out.
Perfect.
You know, because you're not going to notice that flaw at all in there.
Right. And, you know, and we're, you know, we're crafters. So, you know, we're always thinking about product and, you know, what you can do with this and that. And then also cost. You know, pattern paper is expensive. So if you can get multiple uses out of it.
Well, in foil, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Foil I have the black toner so that you can use every little bit of that beautiful foil.
Yeah, that just, when I first saw that, it just totally amazed me. When I saw, because you were the first one to show me that with the black. And it's just, yeah, wow, to use it, you know, every piece of that foil.
Right.
Awesome. And then you save it. If you know, if it's got a little blemish on it, save it and repurpose it like you've done.
Yeah. Great ideas. I mean, and this snowflake die is perfect because, well, let me see, where's that one? Because you can't see that there was anything, you know, like with that one. It is so beautiful.
I love that.
You know, but yet this piece of foiled paper had all those blemishes. But you can't see it once you die cut it. So that is just, yeah.
It's a great use of product.
Yes.
You always come up with fabulous ideas.
So thank you, everybody. I didn't even look at the comments when I was doing this. I'm sorry. I'll go back through and answer any comments. But we do have 4 winners.
That's right.
From last week. Each one will receive one of Eileen Hull's ebooks and message us and let us know which one you want.
Right.
Because I don't want to say, no, you can only have the Gifts to Die For if you already bought it.
Right.
You know. So, and if you have all of Eileen's books, which I know some people do, you can pick a different book.
Yeah, there you go.
So, yeah.
Either way, you're going to get a fabulous book.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
The copper, yes, Rebecca, that copper is pretty. And this, I actually double foiled. So it has the green and the copper.
See, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, I love to double, triple foil. So
He's amazing, people. I'm telling you.
So you have the list of names because
Oh,
it's
yes,
on my
I do.
computer, but I can't open that screen.
Yep. Okay, so we picked 4. Well, the computer picked 4. So we've got Amy Phillips, Leslie Knight Miller, Charlotta Johansson, and Darlene Henry. So I don't know. I didn't see anybody. I didn't see any of them pop in. So
We'll put it out and they can get in touch with us.
Yep.
And for this week, anybody who liked, comment, and shared get a gift package or a gift certificate from Lawn Fawn.
Product. They do products, a product package, product.
That's
package.
fun because we all love Lawn Fawn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and they've got some beautiful new Christmas stuff. The stuff that we showed with the snowflakes, that's new. So, make sure that you check out Lawn Fawn's website, guys.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean, because our sponsors are the best. And
yes, they are.
Yeah, we just want to keep them all happy.
Yeah.
And to keep you guys all in craft supplies.
Yeah.
Lawn Fawn is amazing.
And also in the coming new year, we have quite a few brand new sponsors. We're still going to have, our favorites because we love them. But we're going to have some new ones also. So
we are.
got you a few this year with the Sculpey and Gel Press Royal Talons. So we've got a few that we're going to be starting out with for the beginning
for next
year. Yes.
Exciting. So yes, and anything you guys make, post a picture in our group. Do you love to craft? I know Lisa put the link in here.
Yep.
And because we love to see what all of you are making. And as I hone down the details for the event in the Dallas-Fort Worth area in February, I am working on a blog post right now that has all of the information. So once I have everything locked down, I'll put it out there so you guys can look and stuff before I actually put it for sale, because I want you guys to have time to think about which classes you want to do and stuff.
Yeah. So exciting. So
It is. We have some great teachers and I'm very excited about that.
Yeah. Yay. Awesome.
So we will be back next week.
Yep.
With projects with thermal web.
Yep.
Which we love, boiling. I love.
Yeah.
So we will be back next week with 2 more projects at noon and 2:00 Central Time. Lisa will be traveling. She will be in her camper.
Yep.
So on a vacay, unless it's raining that day, she'll leave later in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Not stepping up in that rain. Too much of a mess.
Well, we want to thank all of you for joining us, and we will go through. We always like to make sure we go through. If you had a comment or a question that we missed, we will make sure we get it answered. And if for some reason we don't, send us a message. I mean, sometimes life happens, and or sometimes things happen with Facebook. Like when I was trying to post the picture of the project and it would not let me.
It's always something.
So, yeah.
Yeah, always something.
So we hope you guys have a wonderful afternoon and do some crafting.
Yes.
And take some time to craft because that's good for your soul.
It really is. Yep.
Thanks, everyone. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.